我が天筋生に見切ることなど叶わぬ。
Alright, what is going on, guys? Spiteful is back again, coming at you with the news and the Spring Festival summons should you summon. Like, honestly, this is a really difficult one to really process because they have so many characters in here. But like, on the bright side, you are guaranteed one or the other in terms of the 5th anniversary characters, which I think is really important to note, because we have gotten this type of banner before where you're guaranteed one of the quote-unquote featured, and that was for the Asia banner, which can I type in Asia over here? Yeah, so the Asia banner, here it is. All Asia release. Step 15 of the 10x summon guarantees a featured 5-star character, and the featured 5-star characters were as follows. You had Mugetsu, 4th anniversary, Full Hollow Ichigo, as well as Fierce Battle Ichigo. So you'll see here that they actually added in the 4th anniversary characters, but they also decided to slide in a little bit of Fierce Battle just so that you can cuck like the people who ended up actually going all the way to step 15. All Asia release banner. I'm not quite sure exactly who was filler here, but there was oh, here it is. So you'll see here, I can zoom in a little bit. So step 14, you'll see here that you have a 1.5% chance to get one of these characters. So it was still the same rate. So like it was still the same rate for it's still the same rate for 5th anniversary Ichigo and Byakuya, but it was the same rate as 4th anniversary Ichigo, Mugetsu form, as well as the Full Hollow form. However, the thing is, when it comes to step 15, you are guaranteed one of the featured, which over here was a 33% chance that you would pull Mugetsu, 33% chance to pull Full Hollow, and a 34% chance to pull Fierce Battle Ichigo. Okay, it was 33.3, but y'all get the gist. It was 1 in 3. However, when it comes to like step 15 of this banner, you'll see that since there's only 2 characters featured, let me scroll down a little, you actually have a 50% chance to get either 5th anniversary Byakuya or 5th anniversary Ichigo. Both of these characters are incredibly strong, and honestly, I don't see them being outdated. So if you have a ton of orbs, this is not a horrible selection of characters. I have to say that it is pretty bad. It's not horrible, but it's like marginally acceptable in my opinion. You have Kukaku, Orihime, Nelyel, Yoruichi, Byakuya, Halloween Gin, Grimmjow, Lilith, and New Year's Hanataro, Rukia, and Mayuri. Hanataro and Rukia both being bonus characters for Chronicle Quest, and the other characters being pretty useful in certain stages of Senkaimon. Kukaku and Nelyel probably being the most prominent in terms of usability in Senkaimon. Grimmjow and Lilith do have their place. Gin can be used in a sense. So let's just get into these characters and my overall thoughts. Honestly, I do think that this banner is going to be very iffy for a lot of people. You'll see here that the other character draw rate, there are 11 characters in the other character draw rate, as well as 2 characters in the featured. So you have a 1% chance on any given summon that you will pull Ichigo or Byakuya. However, it is a 5% chance to pull the other 5-star character draw rate. So you'll see here that it is a combined 6% banner with an it's the same rate to pull Mugetsu and Mugetsu, excuse me. It's the same rate to pull 5th anniversary Ichigo or Byakuya, which I think that it's pretty good, because 0.5% chance, it isn't great, but at the very least, since they're featured and they're actually rate up in comparison to the other filler crap, is very important to note. So like, for example, if I pull up the calculator, you'll see here if it's a 0.5% chance to pull either Byakuya or Ichigo, because they are 1%, let's see, 1 divided by 2, so it'll be 5 divided by 11. So instead of a 0.5% chance to pull Ichigo or Byakuya for any of the individual fodder characters, because let's be real here, if you're summoning on this banner, you're probably not trying to pull for these characters, even though some of them are pretty good. I'm mainly looking at Nelyel over here. but you will have a 0.4545% chance to actually pull these other characters individually, right? So either way, it is a 6% banner, and then you also have a guaranteed Ichigo or Byakuya at the end of step 15. Well, at the beginning of step 15. That's very, very important to note, because if you have these characters and you want these characters, I'm a little concerned about like recommending new players to go 3,300 orbs into a banner like this. The banner does last a total of 9 days, which is not much time to really process that amount of orbs unless you're a whale, in which case, if you're a whale, you probably if you're a whale, you probably already got these characters 5 out of 5 in January when you had individual banners featuring these characters at 1% rate. So honestly, I would really recommend skipping this, but like for the sake of the video, let's just go into these characters and see exactly what these banners actually consist of. Alright, so let's start off with Hanataro, Chronicle Quest bonus character. Does have Frenzy, he is a team healer. Heals do count as a melee character, but aside from that, honestly, he's not really worth discussing. Recover 25% stamina link. When she gets resurrected, she might be a good link, and on top of that, she is a Chronicle Quest bonus character. Mayuri, pretty cool design. I do like his little sprite image. We don't have it here, but he is one of the few tech human killers, which it can be useful in certain Senkaimon stages. I'm pretty sure that he's no longer really useful unless you're trying to go to one of the older stages. Lilinet, team healer. Heal counts as a melee attack, which can be very iffy. He does have she does have flurry and poise with a bruiser 20%. And damage reduction as the link with an Arankar killer. Could be good, but like doesn't have what's the word I'm looking for? But it doesn't have guard breaks, so very, very iffy on ranged Arankar killers. Alright, next on the list, Grimjow. Grimjow, he's not really all that useful. Hollow killer, strong attack, recharge 14%, like that's all he's really useful for. Like, unfortunately, he has a standard lunge for strong attack, full screen third, which is nice, and then his second strong attack is a 625 lunge, which I feel like a lot of people ended up not really liking him because they expected him to be stronger. That this entire banner is kind of like a meme, low-key. You also have a Arankar killer, Manga Aizen, without the third strong attack charge attack. Actually, he's a little better than Manga Aizen, which is sad because his third strong attack is a full screen. Yoruichi actually is an excellent character when it comes to guild quest because of her elongated vortex, so it does last a long time. Obviously, she doesn't have havoc, so like the vortex isn't all that crazy, but you do have speed attribute, Soul Reaper, normal attack damage plus 20%. With a bruiser of 40%. Obviously, like this gets calculated separately, so when it comes down to it, this character, let's go with like 100 times 1.4 times 2 for the flurry, and then you multiply in the 1.2 20% multiplier for the normal attack damage, and you have 336 base damage, which is actually pretty damn good, to be honest. And she also has flurry and poise, so that's going to protect her quite a bit when the poise will protect her quite a bit when it comes to doing something like guild quest when her vortex runs out. Oriental Society Nell, I'll come back to her because I do actually really like that character. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so going into Orihime, now she is a ranged character with lacerate, boost on her second strong attack, which I believe counts as a melee. That could be wrong though. Yes, so her second strong attack counts as a melee, which could really hurt her when it comes to content that requires her to be ranged, like guild quest. But it is also a pretty good second strong attack. This strong attack is the same as Camp for Your Own World Shuhei, as well as Noitora, Okiura, and Shunsui. She also has a strong attack recharge link so that she gets her boost back a bit quicker, which I think is pretty good. I'm not really quite sure on her third strong attack. Okay, full screen third strong attack, 40% magnification first strong attack. Not a bad first strong attack, even though it's range collision. Since she's a NAD character, you're going to mainly use her for her NAD. Flurry, poise, bruiser of 30% with the boost built into the character means that she's still going to be hitting a lot of like really hard. Damage to lacerated enemies plus 40%. That's going to be really good because she does lacerate on her special. She doesn't have devastation, but at the very least, you will lacerate the enemy, and then you will actually be able to use her normal attack damage string in order to actually just keep piling on damage. She also has Debilitator plus 2 seconds, so that's pretty good. Now, I do want to talk about this Nell Yell because I do actually really like this Nell. She does have Soul Reaper Killer. She doesn't have Havoc 20%, however, she does have increased status ailment chance against heart attribute Soul Reapers. When Soul Reaper IT comes out, this woman is going to be a queen. She is going to slap because not only does she have weaken on all of her attacks, we've already seen like how strong it is to just deal like paralysis or freeze against these enemies because you break their guard and then you deal like what, I think like 10 times the amount of damage that you normally would. So with the weaken, you're probably going to be dealing maybe 14 times the amount of damage that you normally would, and since she has the disabler built into it and like weaken on all of her attacks, this is going to be very strong. So Berserker plus 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, which is really good. Sprinter plus 1, Frenzy, Fire Immunity, Devastation 40%. If there are fire puddles in that stage instead of poison puddles, this also means that this Nell will have pretty much her work cut out for her. We'll see how that goes though. There are a lot of burning enemies when it comes to Soul Reapers as well, so this will definitely be a nice little protection for her. Her first strong attack, Standard Lunge. Second strong attack is also a 625 radius lunge, which is quite interesting, but I do like it overall. And then her third strong attack is going to be the 1000 pull-in vortex into the 675 AoE explosion. Same strong attack as 5th anniversary Byakuya for those that are familiar with his attack. And Kukaku, honestly, she's just a NAD character. Bruiser 20%, Flurry, Long Reach plus 20% Poise, Sprinter plus 2 so she can zoom across the battlefield, which is pretty okay. She does have an Arankar Killer, so Arankar Killers actually don't have melee guard, so she actually might be a useful unit when Arankar enemies start coming out for IT, but we'll see how that goes. So Lunge for strong attack, 800 AoE distant, and then full screen third strong attack. Sorry, my eyes are a bit dried out right now, so like it might look like I'm on. I don't know if it looks like I'm high, but yeah, my eyes just hurt. Okay, so next on the list, obviously 5th anniversary Byakuya, probably one of the best characters in the entire game. Strong attack, recharge, enhanced link, Berserker plus 40%, bombardment on a frenzy character, which means that he has a lot of hits on his special move. Havoc 20% and sharpshooter, which is pretty much the same thing as Marauder, except for range characters. What that is ranged damage resistance nullify as well as guard break. So he has guard break built into the character as well as sprinter plus 1. This character is absolutely insane. Going into his let me see something. These characters don't have innate skills, right? I always forget about innate skills on some of the unimportant characters. I know for like 1000 Year Blood War they have innate skills, but I always get confused on that. Okay, so going into Byakuya, he has one of the worst range collision for strong attacks, 18% magnification, but that doesn't really take away from the fact that his second strong attack is the most broken strong attack in the game. Third strong attack is going to be the same as Nell Yell, however he has Havoc, so 1200 AoE vacuum into 810 radius explosion, lots of damage on that. But his second strong attack is the 960 AoE circle in front. However, it also has a built-in tracking vortex that lasts around, I want to say, 7 to 8 seconds, and the cooldown on it is 16 seconds. Effectively, if you can have more than 50% strong attack cooldown on this character, you can effectively have a homing crawling vortex for the entirety of your gameplay, which is absolutely insane. So if you're running something like IT, which he has 2 killers as well with Soul Reaper and Hollow, you can effectively just have like vortexes out non-stop if you're running like 3 to 4 Byakuyas. Like, he is, in my opinion, probably one of the strongest units in the game, even though he doesn't have any status elements. The fact that he has bombardment as well makes him one of the best nukes in the game as well. And of course, going into the final character, and personally one of my favorite characters in the entire game, Marauder, Havoc 20%, Berserker 60% with weakening on all of his attacks, including his ultimate and his normal attack damage string. Bruiser plus 20%, strong attack recharge link of 12%, Hollow and Aronk are killer. Marauder and Sprinter +2. Marauder is nullify melee resistance. Nullify melee resistance and guard break, which this character having guard break is so stupid. Frenzy, Devastation plus 40%, chance to like guaranteed weaken on the ultimate. Sprinter +2 makes him insane. I personally made him with full stamina damage boost and long stride at 20-20-20. I think that he's one of the few characters that is completely worth getting to 20-20-20 because he is just absolutely insane and bonkers. Same with this Byakuya. Like these characters, I don't think that 20-20-20 is worth it on many characters, but like characters like these two, they literally make such crazy use of these and they just get so much stronger than ever before. His first strong attack is a standard lunge, however with the Havoc he has 570 radius on it. His second strong attack is going to be the 960 AoE distant circular strong attack. Third strong attack is going to be an 840 AoE distant attack, which not necessarily bad range, does deal a lot of damage. However, you can charge it, hold it for 30 seconds, and then deal double the damage as well as increase the range to beyond full screen, which is 1000, and it becomes 1080. Overall, this character is absolutely nuts. Same with Byakuya. Like I think that Ichigo and Byakuya are definitely very, very good characters to have inside your roster, but whether or not you pull them is literally just RNG. So if you have the orbs and you really want to summon for these characters, this is probably going to be one of your better chances because you're guaranteed after step 15. But if you're new to the game or will have to spend money on this game, I highly recommend that you save your money and just put it into investments and stuff like that on the side, because it's not worth it. Like say you have 0 orbs, like the amount of money that you have to spend, and this is what I don't like about KLab is they make pay to play like so useless, bro. Like if I were to like go with 0 orbs, this would cost me $485 for a chance at Byakuya, for a chance at Ichigo. And you're not guaranteed one or the other. You're guaranteed one or the other, but you're not guaranteed the one that you want in particular. I feel like something like this should be a selector after 10 steps. I think that's more reasonable in my opinion. At 10 steps, it would cost divided by 3 times 2. Yeah, for 10 steps, it would cost roughly like $323, and even then, I don't think it's a character should be worth that much money to KLab. Like I think it's kind of disgusting, but I mean it is what it is. Let me know in the comments below how deep y'all plan to go. I will be summoning for other people if they want me to when the banner drops, but I'm gonna leave it at that. It's nice grind. I'll catch up with you. Stay blessed. So wish you the best luck with your summons. Y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.